On Monday, I made the worst Scooby-Doo movie list, and now I'm doing the best. I'm going to divide this into two parts since I want to talk about these movies more. Okay, rules are the same as before except for one slight difference. Live action movies do count. The new Scooby-Doo movies don't qualify, and TV specials will not qualify. This rule is wrong right now. Number 10, Scooby-Doo and WWE, Curse of the Speed Demon. I like this over the first one only because they actually mix the wrestling more with the mystery, while the original kind of felt like they went back and forth instead of doing both. But the villain who's behind the mask is kind of obvious, as well as it tries too much on the humor. But the Undertaker scenes and the rest of the fighting scenes are pretty epic. Also, Shaggy and Scooby win the race only because they memorized the race course by eating pretzels, which is dumb. Number 9, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. This one's probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest. It has a bunch of common monsters' daughters attended school, which Shaggy and Scooby will teach at, and it's very interesting. My only problems with it are the fact that it doesn't make sense why they would have a human be a teacher at a monster school, or why they play volleyball with humans, but then again, this makes the movie more interesting. Also, the climax of the movie, the final parts, weren't as good, but hey, I mean, this is one of the oldest movies. Also, it could have worked if they made sequels, or better yet, a TV series off of it, which is why I think it's deserving to be put on the list. Number 8 is Scooby-Doo The Mystery Begins, the only live action Scooby-Doo movie I could watch a bunch of time and not get sick of. Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed does have iconic monsters in it, which makes me like it quite a bit, but this movie shows how the gang gets together, and the ghosts, although not the most intimidating, are real ghosts, so this gives them the ability to possess things, which makes some of the scenes kind of cool. And also, there is quite a bit of a twist when it's revealed who's behind the actual person behind the fake ghost. A problem I do have with it is the beginning, how Scooby and Shaggy met. I found that a little weird. Also, it's kind of cliche having the group in detention and then bonding over it. But hey, how are you supposed to make a complete original movie in the 2000s and 10s? But other than that, I don't have many problems with it. They even at the very end, so like Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And What's New Scooby-Doo hybrid opening, which was actually kind of cool. And yeah. Oh, also, a rare stamp is the reason behind the guy who's behind it trying to close the school, which is kind of stupid too. Number 7, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, one of 5 movies most big-time Scooby-Doo fans will have on their list. I find it quite weak because the first half of the movie is kind of boring. It doesn't really do much. But the second half, where the real ghost and monster of the movie appears, is epic. Also, it introduced the Hex Girls, one of the best things they ever did. I do hope that we see more of them in either movies or TV shows of Scooby-Doo. They also have Tim Curry playing Ben Ravenclaw, which I consider one of his best animated appearances. And, well, it's quite a bit darker, which gives them a little more creativeness for it. But, again, the first half kind of was boring because it just had a fake monster, which is fine, but they just had it in a way that it wasn't really as entertaining. Okay, the final one I'll be discussing today is Scooby-Doo Ahoy. This is one of my favorite movies for some reason. I don't particularly know why. I guess it's because most of the songs, chase scene songs, are pretty cool, which is something I did like about the Witch's Goats opening, the Scooby-Doo Where Are You throwback. I forgot to mention that. Anyways, now I do have to admit that the plot twist is quite obvious, but at the same time, unlike another movie who will later appear on this list, the birthday of one of the cast of Scooby-Doo, being Fred, has his birthday, and they actually have this intertwined with the plot. The reason they're on the cruise ship is because it's to celebrate Fred's birthday, and the crew members try to create mysteries for them to solve, but they solve them real fast until a real ghost, air quotes on that, appears. And I really enjoyed this movie, especially how they tried to capture the villains, and also how many villains there are, giving them an extensive amount of ways Scooby-Doo can be chased in. But again, the plot twist is quite obvious, and the villains' motives aren't as creative. It's basically just greed for one of them, and then one is kind of tricked with something that most of us would consider stupid. But it's a pretty good movie. One of my favorite movies of the What's New Scooby-Doo era. Actually, the best one, since this is the only one that appears. And I will see you in the second part, as this is the end. Thank you for watching.